Ben, thanks for joining us. It's unprecedented times we're in at this moment, and obviously players would have built up towards the weekend, but unfortunately due to the circumstances. How does that affect, the team as a whole? Because you had that preparation ready to go. How did you prepare for it in terms of, because we're hopefully going to have a game tomorrow?
Yeah, I think the game will definitely be on tomorrow, but we had a good week of training. Done preparation on Wickham, playing Wickham, but it doesn't change in terms of what we're going to do. It just changes on what the other team are going to do. But we've been in yesterday, we've worked on stuff yesterday, and we'll work on a bit more today. So it doesn't change too much because we've still had a good solid few days on the grass training. We're having no midweek games, so it's been good.
But you want a game, don't you, really? Because the longer it goes on, the congestion of fixtures, you're going to have a situation where we could be playing 3 games a week.
Yeah, you don't want any to get called off ever anyway. But it's just one game in it. You just get ready for the next one, which is tomorrow.
And tomorrow, of course, again, it's a trip to Barnsley, another away game. Barnsley, of course, relegated last season. They're probably one of the teams that most people look at would be there or thereabouts. Experienced side, so a game that you'd be looking to get something from, wouldn't it?
Yeah, hopefully. We look at every game that we want to get something from. These are good sides, as you say, got relegated from the Championship. So, we've watched them. They look all good sides, organised. So we just got to make sure we turn up. We need to take care of our own performance first.
And it's all about you, isn't it, you as a player? Are you relishing this opportunity to play against the quality that you're going to be now facing as against maybe we did last year? And that's not being disrespectful, because there is a gap between 2 and 1, isn't there?
Yeah, definitely. But I think, as I said when I'd done the press just before the Exeter game, I think any team you play in this league can beat anyone, really. We went away to Exeter and they battered us. We were poor that day, but you can't always say we were poor because the other team were good. So to be fair, I think it doesn't really matter who you play, especially in this league. I think anyone can beat anyone on a day, so we've just got to make sure that we turn up no matter what, individually and collectively.
You know about the ability of the team because you're playing there. It's just about the consistency of 90 minutes now, isn't it? We've seen 45, we've seen 25s, we've seen certain games. It's just getting that full 90 together, isn't it? That's the important factor now, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. We've seen on last Saturday, they scored late on. I wouldn't say there was really anything in the game from 2 teams, really. We were both not great that day, but thought we'd done enough to win the game. But as you say, you've got to go till the last minute, whether it's 92, 96, 98, anything. You need to make sure you're on it, because you can get sucker punched like that and you end up coming away with loss of 2 points, really. Thought we had it in the bag.
For yourself, obviously, we know all about your last season and the goals. Obviously, it's a different level, but you would set yourself targets, Ben, wouldn't you, if you want to, I suppose, eliminate what you did last year? Yeah,
I think any really attacking midfielder, I'd say, wants to score goals. But I think the main thing, you've just got to make sure you're performing every week. And personally, I don't think I am. I think as a collective, we're not as well as a group. But as I say, I think that week of training there with no midweek games benefited us massively on working on stuff and getting our head down and cracking on, working a bit harder. So you do set yourself targets, but last season I didn't score till late on, probably end of September, mid-September or something. So it's one of them. I've scored 1 goal so far. I'm not looking at it like, I'm not doing as well as last year. I think I've just got to make sure I perform first, and hopefully the goals will come.
Can you put your finger on why then, or is it difficult to say? That it's a team performance as against an individual?
No, I'd say just we're not performing, as you said, for 90 minutes. There's probably spells in the game for 15, 20, 30 minutes where we're doing well, but over a 90-minute period we're not performing like we used to. Last season we were very good, so I think you always compare to how you was last season and how the team was playing compared to now. So we don't dwell on it though. We always get ready for the next game and just make sure we take care of ourselves.
But there's confidence within the team that it's going to happen, isn't there? And that's the big factor. You're going into each game with that type of confidence, Ben.
Yeah, 100%. I think if you're low on confidence, then you're not going to perform. The gaffer and the coaching staff and all the lads, we all give each other confidence because we know we're capable of beating teams in this league, and we know we're good enough to be playing in this league because we earned it last season. So we're full of confidence. We're not down. It's not like we've lost every single game. We've just had bad. We got 3 points last Saturday. I don't think you'd be as gutted as what you was, but a point's better than 0, isn't it? At the end of the day, we didn't go and lose the game. We drew the game and we were poor. So you just take it and move on to the next game.
Cheers, thank you, man.
Man, how do you assess your own start to the season? Because I think Andy Crosby was saying, you've been doing a job for the team, playing out of position basically in some games. So how do you sort of, look at that really?
Yeah, I think you just got to be happy to be on a pitch sometimes. I'll probably be my worst enemy of criticising myself, and it is difficult playing out of position. But when you've got like a lot of people out in certain positions, I think they've just relied on me because I played there 2 or 3 times last season and thought I could do a job there. And I'll give it 100% whether I'm not playing well or not. I'll still run till the end. But yeah, it's tough playing out of position. You know what I mean? You're coming up against as better opposition this season as well, so it is a lot tougher. But I think you've just got to be happy to be on a pitch, especially with the size of the squad we've got and the quality they've brought in and the quality that we had. You've got to be happy that you're playing at the moment. But you always want to play your own position, which is in the middle of the park. But as I say, there's no point in moaning saying I want to play there and then you don't perform, because you just won't play there again, will you?
But from speaking to the management, they appreciate the job you're doing for the team. So I suppose that helps you, I suppose, when you think, well, you're not doing it for nothing sort of thing.
Yeah, no, well, I know that. They tell me all the time, like, that thankful that I've done that for them, that role and stuff. But as I say, no point just being a body in that position, because you could probably put anyone there to just stand there. You've got to make sure that you still try and perform whether you're out of position or not, because as I say, the competition for places is high at the moment.